My bangs, like, I swear they hate me. I haven't seen any, like, stop messing with your hair, Jade. It's fine. Hi, hello, my name is Jade and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I decided that I wanted to do the MILSO tag. I've seen a bunch of videos of people doing it like in 2020 and like before that. So I haven't seen people do it currently, like 2023, 2022 and all that, so I wanted to do it. I just found a few videos and took the questions, and I do have them on a piece of paper. So if I'm looking down, it's because of that. The first question is, how did you meet your spouse? Well, my spouse and I met each other in school. Like, we went to the same school in middle school and high school, so we met there, but we didn't start dating in school at all. We did, like, 4 years after we graduated high school, we started talking again, like, through Facebook. Like, we were sort of friends. I wouldn't really say that we were close friends or anything, but we were nice to each other in school. And then one day he just, like, messaged me on Facebook and I was like, hey, how have you been? And since then, we've been talking. When you met your spouse? Like I said, we met in middle school. Like, we went to the same school. I moved there my 8th grade year and he was there. So we met around then and we went to school together, so we knew of each other, but we weren't really friends. And then we started talking, I think, when we were 21, 22, and we met up again at 22 because when we first started talking, we lived in 2 different states. Like, we hadn't seen each other since we graduated high school. So we were 22 when we met up again, like, officially dating. How long have you guys been together? We have been together, like, as in like a relationship. We have been in a relationship for 3 years. We've been married for 2. So we were together a year before we got married. 4. Where are you and your spouse originally from? My husband and I grew up in Oregon. I was born in Oregon. My husband was born in California. He was born in San Diego and his family traveled a lot. Like, he told me that they went to Florida, they went to California, they went to Oregon. So if you ask him, he is from San Diego, but he spent most of his life in Oregon, and that's like where we met. That's where both of us spent most of our life, was in the same small town. How did you feel about your spouse joining the military? We were not together when my husband got into the military. He joined the military when he was 18, and yeah, we didn't have anything to do with each other at that point. My spouse go to boot camp. I think he said Great Lakes or something like that. I'm not entirely sure because I wasn't there. Number 7. Has your spouse ever been deployed? My husband has been deployed, yes. He didn't go to the whole deployment because he ended up hurting his ankle, but he has been deployed. Have I ever been to any of his promotion ceremonies? No, I have not. I has been promoted, but he hasn't had any ceremonies or anything about it. So no, I have not. How long have you been a military wife? I have been a military wife for 2 years now. We got married in 2021 and we just celebrated our 2nd wedding anniversary. Did you marry before or after he joined? We got married after he joined. Like, I think it was in like 4 or 5 years we got married. How did your husband propose? Okay, so my husband and I were long distance our whole relationship, like the beginning of our relationship before we got engaged. He lived in California and I lived in Oregon. The first time we met up, he went to Oregon. We met up at his parents' house. We spent like a week there. And then the second time I saw him, I ended up going to California to visit him. I was down there. It was my birthday, my 23rd birthday, and he knew that I love hiking. I absolutely love hiking. I love anything about being outside. So he took me to Yosemite and we went and hiked with a few friends, and he was like, okay, stand at the edge of this rock, and then when I count to 3, turn around and make a silly like pose or something, and I'll take a picture of you. And I was like, ooh, okay. And like, I kind of guessed, but like, I was so nervous because I was hoping he was going to do it, and he ended up doing it, and it was beautiful. I love that day. So yeah, that's how he proposed. Where did you guys get married? We got married in California. We ended up getting married in the backyard of the place that we were living at, because I ended up moving down to California like a month after we got engaged, and we were only engaged for 3 months, I think. We got engaged in April and we got married in June. We had to hurry because he was getting ready to go to deployment. Our goal was to do like a courthouse wedding, but his family didn't want that, so we did a little backyard wedding. We're hoping to do a bigger, better wedding later on in life once everything gets settled out a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. Number 13, how old were you two when you got married? We were both 23. Did he wear his uniform at the wedding? No, he did not. he didn't want to, and that's fine. Where is your spouse currently stationed? He is stationed in California. We both live in California right now. Stationed in California. He's on a Navy air base over here. Do you guys live on base? Yes, we're 17. How long were you guys married before you went through your first separation? Well, like I said, our first full year dating, we were long distance. That was our first separation. When I came down to live with him, I moved down before we got married so that we could do a little bit of planning. I moved down, and then like I think a few weeks later he ended up leaving because they were doing a bunch of detachments and stuff because they were getting ready for deployment. So I spent like a month and a half or something like that alone when I first moved down, and then he was also gone like the month before we got married, so that was super stressful. Then after we got married, it was like 2-3 weeks before he left again, so I was alone. What is your favorite base so far? I've only been on this base. Like, I've only lived on the base that we live on now. I have been to a few other bases. We visited a few other places, but I really can't say where my favorite base is because this is I think this is the second Navy base I've ever been. I don't want to say this one because it's not my favorite, but it's the only one I've been on. Base I've lived on, not been on. 19 is kind of a really dumb question, but it's whatever. 19, do you think your spouse looks good in their uniform? Yeah, of course, he looks good in his uniform. 20, do you think the military life is more advanced than civilian life? What do you mean by that? That question, I don't think it's more advanced. I think it's the same thing, or I don't know. I'm a civilian still. My husband's in the military, and like I see what he lives through and what I live through, and I wouldn't say that it's more advanced. I mean, he's got the same technology as I do, so I don't know. I don't think so, but I guess maybe it's different for everyone. Do you like the benefits you receive as a military dependent? Before we did get married, someone, I won't name names, but someone in his family thought that I was only getting married to him for the benefits. Ugh. Yeah, no. I didn't even know that there was benefits that came with it. All of that I thought I would get was maybe insurance, and so far I do get insurance. It's not great insurance. I'm happy that I get it though. There might be more benefits that I don't really know about as far as right now, but I've been married to him for 2 years now, and it feels like I'm on my husband's insurance through like a job, so I wouldn't really say that it's great. I mean, I'm very, very blessed to have it, and I will not take it for granted because I do appreciate it. But as far as I think now, I don't have really very many benefits. I could be totally wrong, but yeah, I like the insurance too. Do you have a lot of military wife friends? No, I have 2. Making friends with military wives is not really easy. There's a lot of drama, kind of. I mean, I bet there's drama in everything, but it's kind of hard to make friends. But I have 2 really good friends, and I appreciate them more than anything. So you can find friends. It's just kind of hard. What is the hardest part about the military life? Well, we were long distance, so I mean, I'm used to long distance when he's gone. I think it might be like the uncertainty. I've sort of gotten used to it after 2 years. Like, I've come to expect it. It's fine by me. It's not great, but it is what it is. I say that that's the hardest part. I think mostly the hardest part is having to say goodbye and waiting for him to come home, and then the uncertainty and like never knowing what's gonna happen because you can't plan anything. Do I own any military wife stuff? No, I don't. I have been given, like when I was a girlfriend, a few people gave me like military girlfriend like stuff, like his mom did and one of his friends did. Yeah, no, I've never personally gone out and bought anything. I do have like his command shirts, like that say what command he's in. I do have shirts that say the boat that he was on when he was deployed. So, I mean, I have those, but those aren't military wife things. Those are just things that he had that I took from him because I prefer wearing his clothes than my own. So, does that count? I don't think so. Do you support your spouse as a member of the military? Yeah, I don't really understand that question. Of course I support him. That's what he chooses to do. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he's doing. I will support his decision as long as he wants. Like, I will support him with whatever he wants to do. If he wants to continue in the military, then I'll support him. If he doesn't, then I'll support him. Of course I do. So that question is really odd, but yeah. that is the MILSO tag. If you guys have any questions about the military life, that like I can't really say military life because I don't personally live the military life. I live with my husband who is in the military, so I see what he goes through, but I'm not living it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want me to talk about certain things, I'd love to do that. I can't say that I know everything because I don't. I've only been married for 2 years. I think that I've got it down kind of, but I am not all knowing. Like, I don't think any of us are, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the MILSO tag. And if you have any questions or concerns, or if you just want to talk to me, go ahead and comment down below. I try to answer all my comments. If I don't answer a comment, it's because I didn't see it, and I am sorry. But yeah, comment down below and let's start a conversation. Do you want to know anything else? Do you want to see anything else? Just let me know. Okay, I hope you have a great day. Bye.